Welcome back to the GinGeeGoodEarth show, and this is part 3 of Valentine. I welcome you today, and again, this is all about Valentine scrapbooking using a collection of 3 years of Lockhorns cartoon by Bunnie and John Reiner, Bunnie Hoest. So again, I welcome you today, and this is part 3. I'm finishing up the scrapbook for my mother, who's 90 years old, and she really enjoys the Lockhorn cartoons. And I have new ideas to share with you today, too. This is January 30th. This is for the American peoples and the international peoples of Earth. Take love. Okay, welcome you today. I have new topics for this show also, and we are recording. And again, it's the GinGeeGoodEarth show. I have over 100 videos, and I read books, antique books, rare books, but I also do a lot of arts and crafts, and I wanted to share with you previous books made by scrapbooking as a family heirloom, some Christmas books. So I'll just kind of page through it. You'll see photographs mixed with novelty and memories. Family, all the different Christmas cards and Hanukkah cards that were sent to us. And my grandfather built this church here, the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, the Holy Virgin Mary Ukrainian Orthodox Church in the Pittsburgh region. So this is filled with, there's my Guillermo Bravo, my Aunt Irene wrote to me. I'm her godchild, and out of 6 children, I was the one that received letters from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and vice versa. I would send back her cards. So I kept all my Christmas cards, and I raised 3 children, and I always did the Christmas cards, and I saved fond memories of our experiences. Here we went to Beaufort Academy in Beaufort, South Carolina, the kids, and so I have some fun things to share. But this is how I made my scrapbooks for Christmas. So this is one. And that's what I'm trying to do today, but it's on a smaller scale. Okay, this is another scrapbook. So I kept there's our family picture. So I kept things in the scrapbook for memories. First visits of Santa Claus, and again, the Christmas tree. I always brought in the fresh Christmas tree. And we started decorating in Thanksgiving because, you know, the Christmas tree is the one piece of art that all family members can participate in, and I highly encourage it because it keeps things creative in the household and fond memories of Christmas with family and friends. So it's a long winter. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. So I celebrated Christmas with you on GinGeeGoodEarth on YouTube. So see how I used, there you go, I used cartoons from the newspaper. And let's see what this one says. I really enjoy reading, and I enjoy reading cartoons and cutting them out of the newspaper. This says, every great idea there is already exists in the world. They're just waiting for the people who can recognize them. That's a cute cartoon. Because, you know, you want hope, faith, love, peace to to all mankind. And so anyhow, that gives you an idea, and isn't that a cute, you know, you could put a topper on this. Look how it's got the rickrack around it, and you know, and I could do that with the Valentine book I'm making, you know, for my mother. Okay, so just, you know, more ideas. So what do I have here? Well, I wanted to show you, I have apples and strawberries. And I have a book that I picked up called Love Bites. And here's a little, I cut the cover off and used the front of the cover for the front of my Valentine book because it was shaped like a heart. But Love Bites, food for thought and other appetizing sentiments. So for instance, here's a red beet. It says, feeling fabulous. And so, therefore, I'm upbeat. Okay, it's a red beet, upbeat. And I just want. How about the two pears? He's all right to pose, and we have a nice pair. Like they have two pairs, and it's all right to pose, so it's kind of cute. And they're just really cute. This one on the honey's cute. It says, honey, I don't want to alarm you, but I think it's stuck. The honey dipper's stuck. It's a sticky situation. Okay? And one of the things that this is how, you know, it's like a technique to learn how to write, okay? And to get fanciful about it. So for instance, I have the apple and the strawberries. What did the apple say to the strawberries? What did the apple say to the strawberries? You're very sweet. And then you could draw that, and that could be a part of your book. So what did the apple say to the strawberry? You're very sweet. I wanted to get that example out. And like for love right now, something that's very eye-catching and lovable, I wrote one on turnips. Tickle my turnip, you turn me on. So I wrote that, and I have used that in past years and years of my book writing. So I wanted to share that with you. So maybe you could pair up your vegetables and your fruit and put them on the kitchen table and ask people in the family, you know, whether it's children or adults, to think of a sentence that would be very cute and a saying or verse using your fruits and vegetables. So it's food for thought and other appetizing sentiments. So basically, you know, write up a sentiment, and this is all for the lovers and the foodies, and the foodie lovers enjoy. So you can do something creative like that at home too. So I gave you an example of that. Okay, so here's the book, and I gotta look through my viewfinder and see what we see here. Okay, so I have a heart-shaped ceramic dish, I have a Valentine card, and I have a heart crystal, and I have a bee here, and it says, be mine, which is one of the most common phrases for Valentine's Day. And then I have 2 turtle doves, and then I cut out a candy box, and I saved the roses, and I have a poem about the roses. Here's the crystal heart. Okay, so all kinds of items that you can use in your creativity. And this says, The peona, symbol of happiness with sublime, thou be my Valentine. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I've used a lot of postcards in my artwork, and here we have a Pittsburgh Victorian Gibson girl that I colored. Okay, so there's all kinds of techniques, and I wanted to read the poem on the rose, since love is like a rose, the joy of all the earth. And then I showed you the rose. And then I found a Valentine card that goes way, way back. And it was to the whole family. We were in Beaufort, South Carolina, and I had to move back to Pittsburgh. And it says, be my Valentine. And then you open up, and there's the phrase. So I'll read it. But isn't that a beautiful card? It's a beautiful card. It's sentimental. And then you can actually open it up and put it on your kitchen table so that all the family could see. So anyhow, we open it up, and it says, Dear Schmidt family, you have a place within my heart that no one else could fill. Because you mean so much to me, because you always will, Happy Valentine's Day. So that was a friend of family in South Carolina in Beaufort, because we had many, many friends in the Marine Corps, and so that's something I cherish. And that's what's nice about scrapbooking art. You know, it's about sharing sentiments of love and happiness with others, and that's what it should do. So I wanted to share that with you today. And what I did, so we have the book. I'll go through the pages. We have the book, and it's, I added the stickers, as you can see, so it gives it more 3D look and more color. And the cartoons, Bunnie, Hoest, and John Reiner are the writers and the caricature cartoonist for the cartoon, the Lockhorns. Okay, and so we've really decorated, and you've shared that with me in the first 2 videos of Valentine on my GinGeeGoodEarth creative YouTuber channel. So I've accomplished a lot, and you worked along with me. There's one of the roses. So I cut one out to put in. Now what I did, I set everything up so it's going to be faster to add the next few pages. So I don't even have enough pages to give my mother. If I send her one, she'll just have to slip it on. You know, she has 1, 2, 4, 6. So now, remember I had said that I would decorate the back. So what I brought is a white spatula and glue. And then I cleaned up all my messes, and I have all this leftover cutout stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to decoupage the back of this with all these scraps. And then I'm going to add nice things, decide what to add to it, because I haven't really decided. So first I'm just going to layer the glue, as you can see, because I always think you should use, it's like a canvas, it's a blank canvas, and you can decorate with whatever you want. Okay, so I put on the glue, and then I use the spatula to spread it out. I'm real into this. I really like artwork, and you sleep better at night. You're creative and you did something nice, especially when you're recycling items for use. You have to be able to create yourself new things, be inventive. It's so much more fun anyway. And it does take up time, but You know, this is all about love and happiness. This is about, you know, sharing, talent. Put that aside. And then we're going to spread. I'm going to try to make sure that it's all like the right side up, because there's some nice color in some of these, you know. So we want the right side up. Well, see, that's the wrong side. But it's good to have white also. When I was saving the scrap, some of them are double-sided, some of them aren't. So you kind of want to work with it, see what you have. Next thing you know, we're going to have a beautiful collage of scraps. And you know, you can watch the colors. You don't have to just throw it on there, and you know, use your eye and the color. Like this one's, I gotta tear these apart. And as you can see, we're creating something, and we're using the scraps. And then again, they're all serrated because I use serrated scissors, so it looks really fanciful. So this was a all-day project, but I also listened to my 45 records, which I'm trying to get through. But right now I can't put them on. I should have had some music earlier. But so what we're gonna do is I gotta do this before the glue dries, so I can't leave this. So we're sticking to our technique. So it'll get, your fingers will get sticky, but I'm going to be pressing everything down again, so it'll get otherwise you can't play too much with it, then it'll start sticking to you, and then everything will come up and it won't stay down. So, and then I even have you know, like something like this can go on there. We'll save that for something else. It's too big. So you want things to, you know, mesh together. So you want everything to glue nicely. Maybe this doesn't belong. See, that doesn't belong there. We'll use that on something else. Yeah, see, I don't really like that. Use your eye and your confidence that, you know, it's pretty random. Look at, see, this is actually a red color on this side. So now see, that's a big piece, so we want to break it up with, you know, other colors. And okay, so this is what we do. This is, you know, using your scraps. And now we have, I still have a lot more. It turns out to be something very pretty in the end. So, and you can, you know, hold one end, press down, and start gluing them to hold. Yeah, start sharing the glue. Because you want them to stay, you know, you want them to stay. Even though it's messy and it's not much you could do, it's drying as we speak. But press them down, spread the glue around. I have a few more pieces, but I thought, well, there's enough on there. Let's try to, remember, glue dries clear. And the next thing you know, you'll have a wonderful piece of art. So, why not make that a border at the bottom? I don't see why not. Okay, so my hands are sticking, and I need some glue. So spread, you can find puddles of glue and just, this is all fun. Okay, so that means I can't even work on the scrapbook now because this is going to have to glue. So I didn't think about that. So we'll just do this project. And I read some poetry. So I got a lot done anyway. And oh, let's bring this up here. We need some more color up here. Yeah, there's no more scraps. I'm like, I'm not gonna make scraps, okay? We're using what we have. Just make sure it's all pressed down. So you're gonna have to mess with it a little bit.